Why do we cry on our birthdays? Now, obviously not everyone cries on their birthday, not everyone's sad on their birthday, but this is a video for people that are, or people that are curious why some people don't enjoy their birthdays as much as other people.
Happy birthday, dear Lana. Happy birthday to you.
So my birthday was last week, Friday the 13th, October, and I love it when it's on Friday because it's on the 13th, and I was born on Friday the 13th. So I was really excited, and it's funny because I love to celebrate my birthday all week. They say it's a Libra thing, but so it seems like from the outside, a lot of times like I love my birthday, which I do, but I wish I could enjoy it more. Honestly, ever since I could remember, I've always been sad on my birthday to a certain extent, and a lot of the times I cry. I just want to make this video for anyone that's curious as to why they might be feeling sad, or people they love might be feeling sad, and how not to feel that way, and why it's okay to feel that way as well. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is because every single year it feels a little lonely when, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have this amazing birthday, I'm gonna plan this, I'm gonna plan that, and I feel sad along with feeling happy, and it feels like, okay, why is my only day, this supposed to be just about me, basically, and how I was born, and, that day evokes this emotion of loneliness, or I'm doing something wrong. When you see these different vlogs, oh, birthday vlog, and I'm gonna hang out with my friends, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, it just all seems so happy. People are either doing nothing on their birthday and they just love it, they love relaxing. Some people throw parties and do this big extravagant thing and they love that. And I'm because I don't remember the last time I just wasn't sad on my birthday, because it's been since I was a kid, I sorta don't know what I want to do on my birthday, because all of the things I've done hasn't really worked yet. And I feel one of the things is that I put too much pressure on my birthday, and it's funny because it's not just the pressure of oh, I want this to be a bangin' birthday party. It's more of the pressure because I was sad for years on my birthday, I want this birthday to redeem all of those birthdays. So when I even get an inkling of sadness, I'm well, I guess it's not this birthday, and then I feel okay, now I have to wait a whole year to redeem all those other times, and really it's just slowly stacking up. So first I want to talk about why you might be feeling sad on your birthday, why you might be crying on your birthday. And one of the first reasons, you could be overwhelmed is one of the reasons, where it's just I feel there's a lot of reasons and a lot of ways to dissect this, but maybe on other days you don't feel as seen, you don't feel as special, and then you think oh, this is my day to feel seen, this is my day to feel special. And when you don't feel that way, it puts a magnifying glass on the reality of your life. Not that your life is good or bad, you just are okay, but where, is there something more? Is there something more to life? And then also some reasons why you could be sad on your birthday are depression and anxiety. It could be one of the main causes, not just if you're depressed, if you're in a depressive state, if you have anxiety disorder, you're gonna be depressed and anxious all the time. But especially sometimes, either when you are really depressed, you become even more depressed around your birthday, because you're I'm supposed to be happy. People are telling me happy birthday, but I'm not happy. When you come to the realization that, okay, how many birthdays have I not been happy? It's okay, when is this gonna get better? Or even if your depression hasn't been bothering you as much, or anxiety hasn't been bothering you as much, it could almost come up in that overwhelming sense. For example, with someone with anxiety, they might be anxious about okay, what am I gonna do for my birthday? I don't wanna mess it up. There's only one day I can do anything for for my birthday, like, what if no one wants to come to my birthday party? What if no one likes me? What if da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Then it's like, your thoughts end up taking over your brain, but not only your brain, but your day. Because, at least for me, it's like, starts in the beginning of the day where it's just a spiral of things happening, and then by like the midday, you're just like, I wasted my day anxious about something that really I didn't need to be anxious about, which causes me to be more anxious, then causing me to feel depressed or sad. And I feel like that's another big reason. So there's 2 more reasons that I wanted to mention. One is the fear of getting old. Personally, that's not one of them that I at least deal with right now. But I know when, like, you know, I was like younger, but like just becoming an adult, it's like, okay, I'm really excited to be an adult, but what does this mean for me? And then just people of different ages, they're like, okay, I'm getting older and I feel the same, or I feel older and I don't want to get older. And the last reason, that a big reason could be how your birthdays were in the past. For me, a few of my birthdays just weren't great when I was a kid for reasons, and so I feel like ever since those, I sort of have like subconsciously am thinking like that, and thinking I want to redeem all these birthdays. Like, I want each birthday that I have from then on, like, say like this happened when I was 16, like each birthday is almost like I'm trying to redeem that birthday that I was so sad this happened, that happened on my birthday. And then that means every single year on my birthday, I'm thinking about that sad thing. And it's almost like, I don't know a better way of saying this, but it's like you're in birthday debt, basically. It's like, so one birthday doesn't turn out right, so you're like, okay, but next birthday's gonna turn out right. And that doesn't turn out all right, you're -2. And then -3, and -4, and -5. And then it puts more pressure on you the older you get. And then you start to think like, why would I let something that happened years ago affect how I'm feeling today? Which creates more of an overwhelming pressure to just forget about it. But that leads me to what I want to talk about. It's like, it's okay not to be okay on days that you're supposed to be okay.
I know, a little bit of a jump scare, but I forgot to say a big reason why you could be feeling sad on your birthday, and that's not feeling like you should be celebrated. Like a lack of self-worth and not feeling like you deserve to be happy, or you deserve to celebrate your wins in life, celebrate becoming this age, because you don't feel special. And I just want to say that you are. Okay, back to our regular schedule program.
Here are some ways that I've like come up with that may help you not be sad on your birthday, so you can fully enjoy your birthday or be okay with how you're feeling on your birthday. So for me, since my birthday was just last week, I had a murder mystery party. It was so fun. Like, a lot of my friends came, my family came down because I got into a film festival that was after my birthday, so I got to hang out with them. I went to brunch, I got my nails done. Like, these are really fun things, and fun things that I really enjoy, even going to the fair. But yet I still found myself, the closer I got to my birthday, the more sad I got and the more anxious I got. And I was just like, afterwards, I couldn't even think straight on my birthday. But afterwards, like after the weekend, I was just like, I can't do this again next year. Like, I can't, because I took off work for the week as well. And it's like, it felt like I wasn't using my time off correctly because I was sad. And I'm like, girl, all of these fun things are happening. What are you doing? What are you doing? So it sort of put me in this rut. But I was thinking, and it's like, why am I sad? And I think it's partially because of anxiety, and I just always have racing thoughts, and during that time, I'm just like, how's this gonna be a good day? How's this gonna be happening? Are my friends gonna wanna come? Are people liking me? Do people think this? Do people think that? And it just like keeps swirling and swirling and swirling. So when I came up to that conclusion of like it feeling like there's so much pressure on me, I was like, why don't I celebrate something else, someone else? Hear me out. I don't know if this is a good idea for everyone, but please, if you do try this, let me know if it helps. Because at least with my situation, because I've dealt with depression and anxiety like for a while now, I think for me, next year, I want to celebrate the younger versions of myself. Like my 17-year-old self that was in the worst depression she's ever been in and didn't even know that she could get that low, but continued because what if the future is better? Because she didn't do what she was thinking of doing, I'm here today and I met wonderful people. I have wonderful relationships now. I'm in a good situation where back then I would have been so happy to be living and I'm sad. Even the younger version, 10 to 14 when I didn't feel like I belonged, so I didn't even feel like anyone would want to come to my birthday parties. Anyone really cared about my birthday. I think the birthday that really changed it all was I would think I was 15 or 16, where it's just I want to celebrate it for her. I'm not trying to celebrate it. Andy! Hi! What do you have? Yeah, so instead of I feel like I don't know if this makes any sense, but it feels like it takes the pressure off of me celebrating all of the past me's that have gotten me to this place, if that makes sense. Where it's just my 13-year-old self had to do something to get me to 14. My 14-year-old self had to do something to get me to 15. So on and so forth. Whereas even though I just turned 23, my 22-year-old had to do something to get me to where I am at 23 to this day. And I feel like that takes a lot of pressure off and makes me want to enjoy it even more, because it's sometimes you feel separated from your past self, but really all of those other you years ago is a completely different person than you are now. And would you want your past self to be sad on their birthday because past birthdays were sad, or because they have anxiety, because of this, because of that? And I feel like that may really help me coming up this time, because even it's made me, because a lot of times my birthday gets me really drained and then I'm drained for a few days. It's been more quick to get back to normal when I think of it that way, where it's just I made it to 23. I don't know how old you guys are turning, but it's you made it. There might be bad things that are going on right now, bad things that happened, things that you wish you didn't have to do. Go to work, do this, do that. But this day is for you. This day is for the past yous. And that leads me to another way to feel better on your birthday is feel what you're feeling. If you wake up and you're feeling down, let yourself feel down. But don't let yourself get upset or sad that you're feeling down. That doesn't help you. It doesn't help anyone, because you don't have to be happy on your birthday. And I know firsthand, it's not fun being sad on your birthday. It's not fun crying on your birthday, because you're okay, my one day out of the 365 days I'm crying, you want to look in the mirror and be girl, are you okay? We've been waiting all year for this and you're gonna be crying? So I completely understand. But let yourself feel that. If you're feeling sad, then that's what your body is feeling. Crying isn't bad. Crying can make you feel better. If you're just feeling like you want to cry as soon as you wake up, maybe let out that cry in the morning. Maybe have someone that you trust and you don't mind crying around hang out with you. Allow yourself to be sad, because maybe in your everyday life you have to stay strong because of your family, because of work, because of society. You have to stay strong. You have to keep making money. You have to keep taking care of people, taking care of things that you don't even feel like you can cry. So maybe on your birthday, while you're crying as well, is you feel so overwhelmed by what the world is giving you. Because I know sometimes it feels like I don't even have time to cry, because I'm well, I gotta wake up, gotta go to work right after, 30 minutes after I wake up, can't cry because I have to be all happy at work and stuff. It's when will I have time to cry? I know it's I'm telling you how not to cry, how not to be sad on your birthday, but cry. It might be the best thing for you to do, to let it out. There's a reason why you're feeling that way. Cry if you need to. think it's okay. It's okay. Let yourself feel sad, but still do the things that you like to do. I was reading that you shouldn't schedule it too much, but like, depending on who you are, you might want to schedule it. But I would say don't schedule your birthday out to a T, because I'm a person that loves to have my to-do list, loves to schedule out things, be like, oh, I'm doing this at 2 p.m. and then I'll do this at 5. But for your birthday, let it be a little more laid back. And think about what you want to do. Personally, this is what I would do. Think about what you would want to do on your birthday at least the day before, but like probably a couple weeks before. The reason I say don't think of it on your birthday, because you can. Like, if you're the type of person that's like, oh, go with the flow, then do, like, great. But the reason for me, and like for some people this might be a good idea, is that when you're there on your birthday, in the bed, sad, crying, anxious, depressed, you're like, nothing's really gonna make me feel better. I shouldn't even try. I shouldn't even do this. Like, I'm not gonna have a fun birthday. But if you think about this ahead of time, even the day before, you're like, don't think about like what other people are doing on their birthdays. What makes you happy? Don't think about what do people usually do on their birthdays? What should I do for my birthday? No, it's happy birthday. What makes you happy so you can do that on your birthday? Is it binge watching TV shows? Is it eating snacks and sweets? Is it going to get boba? Is it going to get matcha? Is it going to the zoo? Is it going for a walk? You don't need to have a party. Or you can have a party the day before your birthday or the day of your birthday, but the next day, chill the whole day in your pajamas. Go to the spa, get your nails done. What makes you happy? If it doesn't make you happy to be around a bunch of people, don't be around a bunch of people. Don't feel forced to do things that you don't want to do on your birthday. If you hate being alone on your birthday, well, 2 things. There's being alone because you want to be alone, and 2, being alone because you're obligated to be alone because you don't have anyone to hang out with. So I will answer the first one. First one, if you don't want to be around people on your birthday, do not feel obligated to be around people for your birthday. If there are people trying to say like, oh, but why aren't you trying to hang out? It's your birthday. Like, I want to take you out. I was like, well, yeah, maybe another time, but not on my birthday. I want to be at home. I want to be snuggled up in my Snuggie. I want to have my slippers on. I want to be drinking hot chocolate. And if they don't understand that, that's on them. But then on the second half of that scale is like, what if you're alone on your birthday? You don't like being alone. I can completely understand that. I can make a video for sure about how to feel less lonely when you're alone and why you don't have to feel lonely when you're alone. But I know it's a hard situation, and that could lead, like, actually that's another reason why you may feel sad on your birthday. Because you see all these videos and stuff, and it's like people are surrounded by people they love. And it's like, maybe you don't live by the people you love. Maybe you don't have like friends where you live, or like you just don't have anyone you trust enough to want to be around you on your birthday. And I know that can feel so saddening. And I just want to say that you're not alone. First of all, I want to say, if any of you guys ever need anything, comment down below. Like, I want to message with you, maybe give you my email, and then we like message and chop it up. But you're not alone. But if you like being surrounded by people during your birthday, go to places that make you feel less alone. It sounds weird to go to the movies by yourself, but go to the movies by yourself. Like, if you're a movie lover, you will get entranced with a movie that you'll feel like you're in the movie. Go to the movies. That's first. Second, go get dinner somewhere that usually has a lot of people there, and somewhere that's not a date spot, because you don't want to be in a date spot and then you're there alone and it might feel weird. But if this like somewhere like Fridays or something, go get dinner there. There's gonna be a lot of people around, and just people watch, like listen over to people's conversations, or if you're into that sort of thing. Just feel like you're a part of something. Go for a walk. And I feel like going for a walk, at least for me, you're doing it alone, but it doesn't feel lonely because you're with, this sounds like crazy, but like you're with the trees, you're with the grass, you're with the bugs, you're with the animals, you're with the people that are walking around with you. You're just in nature. There's nothing lonely about being alone in nature. And if, you do all those things, maybe that's your first half of the day, but you come back And think about why it's great that you're by yourself on your birthday. You get to do whatever you want without anyone talking about, oh, you should do this, you should do that, looking at you crazy because you just want to sit on the couch all day. Just to wrap up how not to feel as sad on your birthday is practice self-compassion. If you feel bad on your birthday, don't beat yourself up for feeling bad on your birthday. If you're sad, if you're crying. And if you need someone to talk to and you have someone, talk to them. If you just want to be on the couch and stuff like that, but you don't want to be alone, have someone come over and binge watch anime. Watch a movie that you love. Like, cook food if you like doing that. Do the day how you want to do the day. But do treat yourself in some capacity because you deserve to feel special on the day that you were brought onto this earth, you know? So I would say take into account, like, if you never really knew, like, why am I feeling sad on my birthday? Really think about it. Because it's one thing to feel sad on your birthday and not know why, and then feel sad on your birthday and know why. And I feel like not knowing why is hard because you're just like, okay, this is happening every single year. I'm sad, but I want to be happy. I want to have a happy birthday. When you know why, it's like you can start working towards having just a slightly happier birthday each year. And continue to not put so much pressure on this birthday being the debt repair of like, oh, this will be the best birthday. I won't be sad. I won't cry. Everything's going to go perfectly correct, because you're going to go into it. And if one thing goes wrong, you may feel not great. Just go at it like this is going to be a better birthday than it was last year. Pick 3 things that make you happy and go do them. I just want to say that there was a reason that you were born, a good reason. So don't be like, oh, well, da-da-da. No, there was a good reason why you were born. And also, just treat it as a milestone. Like, treat it as your New Year's Day. What am I gonna do from 23 to 24 that's gonna make me feel like a better person, a happier person, a stronger person, mentally and physically? Reflect on the year before and manifest about the year coming up. I really hope that that helps someone out there, even if it was just one person. I just really wanted to do this video so, you know, we don't feel so alone in feeling sad on our birthdays. Thanks for watching.